Here we are with Tristan and Isolde, and in the background the men's chorus belting away with Anthony Negus for one of the few times you get not to sing, which is when the men's chorus suddenly join in. So Neal, welcome to Australia, welcome to Melbourne. We're very lucky to have you with us.
Oh, thank you.
And of course, Lee's been working up to this role for decades, but noticeably having had a huge success with us with Tannhäuser a couple of years ago. So we're very fortunate to have this rather wonderful team together.
I wish I'd heard it.
Yes, well, it was a very big success then. Now, you've been doing the odd Tristan prior to this.
Yeah, I was just trying to work out how long I've sort of been around the role. Started learning it, I think, back in the very beginning of 2014, because, it takes a while to learn it, let's face it. You wouldn't want to speed learn it, I don't think. And then I did the first production I participated in was in 2014, late 2014 at Covent Garden, where I sang Melot and covered Tristan. And
that was with Anthony Pappano?
That was with, Antonio Pappano conducting, quite an all-star cast, except me. Nina Stemmer, Stephen Gould, Ian Patterson, Sarah Connolly,
Neal
Graham
Cooper.
Clark, and Neal Cooper.
Yeah.
Wow. It was a great cast to be part of. It was tremendous. Yeah.
And then you've also been working on it at the Met.
Yeah, that was in 2016. Again, I sang Melot and covered Tristan at the Met.
And that was with another no-name conductor?
Yes, a very well-known conductor, Sir Simon Rattle. And again, Nina Stemmer and your Aussie friend Stuart Skelton singing Tristan. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
So you're able to pick up the accent.
Yeah, and then I did my first.
He does a very good accent.
Yeah, it's getting better. It's the nasal twang. I'm working on that. It's a tenor thing, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, I sang it for the first time with Anthony Negus, not Sir Anthony Negus, but I do keep wanting to call him Sir Anthony Negus.
I agree. We all agree.
Yes, we do.
That
definitely.
was at the Loughborough Festival in the Cotswolds in England in 2015.
Right. So you haven't had much time away from it.
No, so I've been living with it, and with a bit of Tannhäuser interspersed in there as well.
For light relief.
Yeah, a bit of light relief, yeah.
And so now, Lee, you've been working on it now for what, more than a year, really, haven't you?
Yes,
You're
about
meant to
that. I think we had a coffee, and I remember dropping my teaspoon into the coffee when you said Isolde. Oh, I don't think so. But then you said, go away and have a think.
I said, trust me, I'm a producer.
But I asked, yes. Famous last words.
But Roger Howe had the great idea of sending you up to do some work with one of the great Isoldes of Australia. And indeed the world, Marilyn Richardson.
Marilyn Richardson.
And you found that a bit helpful.
Oh, just a little bit. I had 4 days of intensive work with the most gorgeous lady you could think of, Marilyn, with James as well, obviously her husband, who was a director himself, and it was very helpful. Yes, it was great.
It's such a big role. Well, they're both such enormous roles. There's really, for tenors or sopranos, there's nothing bigger, is there?
I don't think for tenor. I think for tenor it's definitely the longest role of the entire sort of opera tenor repertoire. It's
such a challenge.
Monumental. And when you look at the third act, started learning the third act and just keep turning page after page after page.
Oh, it just
60
keeps
odd
going.
pages. It's like, oh my goodness, and he's still going,
You have to give Isolde a rest, because she has to come on and dive nerve.
She has to up again, I think, because she then has to come on and sing a little ditty, the Liebestod.
It's nothing really.
Yeah, having had a bit of a break while I go through various agonising...
Which I must admit that I'm very relieved that I have about 50 minutes off, just to have a little rest. Yes.
Yeah, it's an amazing work, isn't it? And so, Lee, how are you finding it working with Anthony?
Oh, wow. I can't actually begin to tell you, really. I mean, in all honesty.
We're on video.
Exactly, we are.
Gonna try.
I can't quite put into words just how warm, he's a really warm man to work with. He's very encouraging. He just knows. He knows it backwards, if he can already tell if I'm about to... I think he knows before I've even done it that I've forgotten one of the words that's coming up, and he's already mouthing it to me just at that particular point. But just his knowledge and it's formidable, really. And it's just the package. You know, he's just a lovely man.
We're very fortunate.
Yeah, an expert,
We are.
an absolute expert on
Expert,
this,
thank
this
you,
repertoire,
yes.
on this music.
Yeah.
It's sort of, he knows every thought that Wagner
Nuance.
had about every moment in the score, every word, every
And
phrase.
what was happening in his life that lined up with what's happening in the
Not
opera.
enough was happening in his life.
No.
That's why he had to write it with Matilda Besenloch. He was telling the orchestra last night, a very amusing thing. Wagner always referred to the orchestra as Kinder, as children. And apparently at Bayreuth, when they were doing Tristan, he wrote up on the chalkboard, children. Kinder, look after the small notes, the big notes take care of themselves.
No.
That's and then you think about it, no, actually that's the truth. It's the detail and the little bits and pieces that is so amazing.
Well, we're often missing those small notes. They are so important.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a
just
lot
for the
of them.
musicality.
in these roles,
There are
and a
a
lot
lot.
of words.
Yes.
And I think there's nowhere that you repeat any text. There aren't chunks of text, of course, that are repeated in Wagner, are there?
No,
Verdi,
it's not
so-
Mozart or Verdi where you, that bit again. Oh, yeah,
In case you
okay,
didn't
that's
hear
fine.
Yeah, so it keeps the brain fit.
It does.
Let's hope.
I don't think we're going to get struck down with
Yeah.
any brain disease.
So Neal, what after this, no doubt, I trust, very successful season, what's your next on your schedule?
Well, I'm going off to Baden-Baden pretty much as soon as this finishes to work on a Parsifal production with Simon Rattle. Again, I'm in that cast and with a couple of concerts thrown in with the Berlin Philharmonic, which I'm very, very excited, honoured to take part in that as well.
At the Baden-Baden Festival.
Yeah, so Baden-Baden Festival, fully staged productions and 2 concert versions in Berlin.
Right. Of Parsifal, you're singing Parsifal?
Yeah, I'm not singing the role Parsifal, I'm singing the first Grail Knight and the Dritte Knappe as one role, as it were.
Right.
And then after that, I think I'm going off to another Wagner festival in Budapest to take part in another Tristan production, singing Melot and covering Tristan probably, with great conductor Adam Fischer. Got a Das Lied von der Erde, some concerts in Düsseldorf lined up in July, early July.
Do you have any Mozart?
No. I used to quite a while ago.
And Lee, you've got a fair bit coming up as well, haven't you?
Yes, not
Concerts?
quite that.
Baden-Baden, Wagga Wagga.
Wagga Wagga, yes. Actually, yeah. I've got a few things planned, yes, a few big concerts.
And the career's moving forward. We're not going to talk about it, I suppose, are we?
No, I've actually got something booked for the end of the year, but I can't.
Yeah. But that's
I unfortunately
all
can't
very exciting
say
and
it
well
yet.
deserved.